All right, so then we got to look at the props. Where else can I bet if I'm going to say Medvedev to win at minus 235? The game props, the match correct score. So, first and foremost, I think this is going to go 5 sets. So if I'm looking at the match correct score, you see Daniil Medvedev here. We're using Draftkings. Then you see a dash, and you see Stefanos Tsitsipas. So 0-3 at plus 850 means that Tsitsipas will win this semifinal match 3-0. He's going to win 3 straight sets, match over. You can get that at plus 850. $1 gets you $85. No. Am I saying that wrong? Sorry. My apologies. Get you $8.50. I saw the $8.50 there. I just went right to it. But I don't think that's going to happen. But if I just say it's going to go 5 sets, so at plus 700, if you think Tsitsipas is going to win at 3-2, that's a good bet. 3-2 is a good bet. Well, 2-3 technically. Medvedev will win 2 sets. Tsitsipas will win 3. That's at plus 700. It's not as good of a number to think Medvedev will win in 5 sets, but that's not bad at plus 475. 3-2. 3 sets to 2. So then we go to the spreads. You got the game spread here. And if you're looking in soccer, you'll see, well, tie. So it doesn't completely go hand in hand. But this number is not like the number of points or goals that are going to be scored, 1.5. I know it's bizarre to see that number. You're like, wait, what? What's going on here? So there's a game, set, match. You have to win 6 games to win a set, as long as your opponent doesn't win more than 4. If they win 5 games, then you have to win by 2. So then you have to win 7-5. If you both end up at 6-6 in games, and it goes to 7-6 or a tiebreaker to see who gets to win that 7th game. And that's how you win a set. So if you're looking at this, and you're saying, okay, let's look at Tsitsipas, plus 6.5. Will he get to a point where he needs 7 games to win a set? And I think if there will be a set that goes 7 games. But that's not fun at minus 420. Your best bet is going to be that, okay, Medvedev, I like this. I think Tsitsipas will push Medvedev. But minus 6.5. There's no real bet here that I like. The best one I would say is I take Tsitsipas at minus 1.5 games. Plus 255. That's what I would take. Set spread. Will Medvedev win his set more than 2.5 games? Plus 2.5 here? minus 1.5. Tsitsipas plus 350 at minus 1.5 games. Tsitsipas minus 2.5 at plus 850. I'll take that. I think this game is going to be closer than what we think. I like that. But then if you're going to take that set spread, which means that it'll be, I think one game will go 7-5, maybe 7-6. That's a good bet. So if we go to totals, the number of games that will be played, I just say this is a lot of math because we're talking about 5 sets. Let's say 6-3, 9 for the first one, 6-4, 10 for the second set. So now we're at 19. Now, if we're saying it's going to go a third set, maybe that goes 6-0. So now you're at, but that's unrealistic. Let's say 6-2. You're at 8. So now you're at 27. I think it's going to go 5 sets, So then let's say the next set goes to, well, forgive me, because that third set I should have said 4-6, because if it's going to go 5 sets, then somebody's got to win. They each get to win 2. So let's say I'm at 27. Fourth set, let's say that goes 3-6, another 9. Now we're at 38. 36. See, I told you, I'm not good at math. And then the fifth set, let's say that goes 6-4. So we're at 37. So 47. I'm all the way down here taking the over at 47.5 at plus 255. And you know what? I'm going to take it. But you notice, see, Vegas, they know exactly what they're doing. Do you notice how there is no number in between 44.5 and 47.5? Why? Because if you look at the final number that I came up with when I came up with my tally, it falls right in between that number. And they're making you take one or the other. You think it's going to end right at 47? Well, you got to take 47.5, which is actually more than my prediction. You can take the over at 44.5, I know, but that number's missing. And you notice you see 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, right? That's the only one missing because there's your sweet spot. That is your sweet spot right there. And they're making you have to take one or the other. They're making you take one or the other. I like that. Touche, Vegas, touche. Now, sets. We're talking about sets. Who will win the sets here? And you see set 1, Medvedev is minus 180. Tsitsipas is at plus 145. And you only have the 2 sets because then once you're picking those sets, this will go at least a third set. I'm saying 5. So you can go on the Draftkings during the match and start to bet that 3rd, 4th, and 5th set as the game wears on. I would love for the drama. I pick Tsitsipas to win the first one at plus 145 just because I want to see some drama. I think if Medvedev wins the first 2, I'm not going to be so sure in my prediction of 5 sets. I think Tsitsipas has to win one of the first 2 sets. You see a little back and forth. That's what you're going to need. And then if you go to correct score for the sets to win $130, if you think Tsitsipas is going to win 6-0 in the first set at plus 13,000. That's a good one. That's a good one. But I think realistically, you're probably looking somewhere in the 6-4 at plus 1,600. $1 to win 16. That's what I'm thinking you're looking at. And obviously, if Medvedev, that's for Tsitsipas to win it. But Medvedev, if he comes out on top, you still get some good value at 6-3 at plus 1,400. So I think you can take that. Now, the futures for the Australian Open, I will get to in a minute. So I don't want to go there just yet. Those are my props picks.